Yeah, the position of the expert. The expert. The expert. Why? Because people love to deal with people who supposedly know what they're doing. Yes or yes? People love to buy from specialists. Yes or yes? What makes you a perceived expert? We talked about the word earlier. What makes you a perceived expert? Teaching, thank you. Education. Education makes you a perceived expert. Whether you are or not is another story. Perception is reality. Education makes you the perceived expert. Yes or yes? We look at those people who teach as experts, don't we? So the key is to provide information and education. That's why every person here, say that means me, needs a book or a CD or a DVD or a talk or a seminar or a teleseminar or a webinar or something where a forum where you teach. A forum where you teach. Now, how often you teach is of not a consequence. How many books or reports you sold is of no matter. The fact that you have it is of all matter. You understand? Or you write a newsletter, or articles, or reports, or you do PR interviews. Even if you only supply to your industry, have a monthly article in the trade journal, because then you're the what? Thank you. Everyone in this room needs to begin using this strategy right when? Now. A car mechanic. A car mechanic. One of our students, 3 years ago, doing pretty good. Car mechanics do pretty good. One shop, making about $80,000, $90,000 a year, take home. Pretty good. 2 people working with him. Does a lot of accident work and stuff like that. Wanted to get more into consumer type stuff. Comes to the program, writes a little booklet. You know, little booklets. The top 10 cars for the money. It's okay for a car mechanic to write that, yes? Thing is, he didn't write it. He never finished high school. Doesn't write real well. So, but he knows the top 10 cars for the money because he sees the junk that comes into his cars, his garage all the time. So he dictated it, not in exact words, but he says, these are the top 10 cars, and here's why. And here's some of the problems, the other ones. And someone wrote it for him, ghostwriter, no big deal. And that was his first little booklet. So we talked to him about, image and all that. So he fashioned up his lobby. The back of it still looks like garbage. I mean, the whole, I saw pictures of it. I mean, you couldn't even, this is a really ugly garage, okay? An old, ugly garage. But he, instead of renovating, adding more space to the garage, he added a beautiful lobby. Invited people, okay? And with nice couches and coffee and everything. And how many? 4 stands that have, would normally be for magazine stands, except they weren't magazines on them. There was his one report. So there's about 30, 40 in that stand. And the same amount. So all 4 stands had his report. And people would come in, and the receptionist, instead of saying, oh, yeah, we'll get to you right away, would have them come down and have a coffee and just give them a report. See, maybe you might want to read this while you're having a coffee. Now, even if they're ready for you, they won't tell you they're ready for you. First, you have a coffee and sit down with his little report. And on his report, in big letters, is his name. And he's the owner of the place, and everybody knows it, okay? Big name. And it says his name and owner of da-da-da-da. And 5 or 6 places all over in the report is his name. Now, people just skim through that whole thing. The whole thing is 8 pages. People skim through it, and what's their feeling now? Does he actually own this place? Yeah, he's the owner. Does he ever? Oh yeah, he works on the cars. God will work on my car? The author of this report will work on my car? I don't need an estimate. Here, take it. Good or good? He has another report that he came out. How to make sure you don't buy a lemon. Good. He's added that one. And a brand new one. I just got an email from him. The 20 hottest looking yet best fuel-saving cars in existence. Because of the economy. Good or good? He sat in the same seat you sat. Okay, so story was making $80,000 a year, one location. Now, 3 years later, 7 locations. Average earnings be last year $850,000. Take home. Good or good? What did he do different? He added lobbies. Now he's buying up other car mechanics, adding a lobby and his brochure. Woo, what a strategy. It doesn't take much, but he completely altered his position because nobody had taken the position of expert in car mechanics. And in your area, what's your little niche? You could take that position. Good or good? So, the secret, listen to my words now, is not to create a USP for your business. It's to create a business based on a USP that's in demand in the marketplace. So you might say, well, my business does this, but if nobody cares, who cares? So what's a demand in the marketplace, and then formulate your business around it. So you don't only look at the current business and the benefits you now deliver, you come from your target customer's point of view, write down several business benefits they would love to have, your customers would love to have, and then recreate your business around one of those. That's how you do it. Are you the fastest? Are you the highest quality? Are you the smallest, the biggest, the this, the that? What do your customers want? I don't care what you can deliver now. I don't care what's happening now. I care what's happening tomorrow. What do your customers want? Then reposition your business and company to give them that. Would you like another example? Quite a while ago when I was teaching this program, or an offshoot of it, I had a gentleman, before computers did all the printing for everything, you know, they used to have to go to something called a printer. Do you remember those days at all? You had to go to a printer. You want something printed, you want to write business cards, anything, go to a printer. They didn't come out of your printer in your house. In fact, there was no printer in your house. Okay? And the gentleman had a business where he was an apprentice. He was actually an apprentice at a printing shop. And when he came to the counter, people would always ask, listen, I'm in a hurry. Is there any way I can get this right away? And he kept on hearing the owner of the shop saying, yeah, his favorite thing, everybody wants it overnight. That's 4 days. And he kept hearing this. What do you think he opened? No, not Kinko's. He opened his own print shop, one of those. And he opened his own print shop. And it was still run by the printing presses. There wasn't computers yet. And the print shop was called 24-hour printing. 24-hour printing. We'll get it done in 24 hours or less, or you don't pay. Good or good? He went as an apprentice. I don't know what he was earning. Obviously, what does an apprentice earn? To 19 locations in 2 years, sold out for $9.6 million. Good or good? What did he have? He had a USP that people actually wanted. He developed his business around what people wanted versus what was just the norm, what he could deliver. No, it's not what you can deliver. It's what do they want? Then you deliver it. That's the difference. That's the advanced work. That's the advanced work. Yes or yes? So you have to think. You have to be creative. You start with what do they want. So I'm going to ask you to do some thinking. What are you going to do? And I want you to write a USP for your current or prospective or model business, whatever you're working on here. And make sure it's a benefit, the major benefit to your target group. And if you are not able to deliver that right now, The question is, how can you deliver that? Come from the client, the customer, not just you. Design your business to be able to include that. If you already have a USP, I want you to recreate a new one and better one, even more powerful. I'm going to give you 3 minutes to come up with possibilities. Sometimes it'll take you 2 or 3 or 4 options before you go, yeah, this one feels good. You understand? Yes or yes? You're coming up with a unique proposition for your business. You're coming from the place of, what do my customers want? What will be the biggest benefit for them if they were buying this? Right? And how can I deliver it? All right, speaking of messages, one thing I want to touch on here, at least touch on, is the topic of names. Names. Understand? Names are very important because names are part of your what? Your what? Message. When you tell the name of your business, the name of your product, the name of your service, the name of anything you do, that's part of your what? Message, whether you like it or not. Most of you shouldn't like it because the message is crappy with your name because your name isn't really strong. You have to have a strong name, yes or yes? The name of the company, the name of the product, the name of the business. That's the first impression. That will give people your message. In the seminar business or the book business, a poor name will kill your chances for success immediately, while a great name will definitely enhance it. Yes or yes? That's why companies often spend hundreds, what's the word? Hundreds of thousands of dollars on research and focus groups to help determine the name of their products. What makes a good name for a company or a product? What are some of the factors? Who can tell me? Memorable, good. Describe what it does, good. Pronounceable, there's a real barn shaker there, yeah. What is it? Catchy as possible, yes. Easy to remember, memorable, very good. Not that much, right? But there's a few things. But the question is, do you have that? Probably for most people, no. It's not my experience. Easy to understand. I saw a guy's website. It's Zulu training. I was sure I was going to see African safari stuff. No, it's business training. Why is it Zulu? I don't know. He went to Africa one year and likes Zulu. The guy is broke and will always be broke. Okay? Keep it simple, easy to understand. Here's one of the most popular names on the planet. Tell me if this is complicated. Corn flakes. Flakes that are made out of corn. Oh, what could we name this cereal? Flakes that are made out of corn. I've got it! How simple is that? People even use it generically. I'll just have some cornflakes. Even though it could be total or whatever. Yes? I'll have some cornflakes. Yes or yes? Easy to understand. Describes a benefit. Describes a benefit, if at all possible, the benefit. Post-it notes, 24-hour fitness. There's a line that Brenda Watson has of nutritionals, and I love her names because they're easy to understand, and they tell you the benefit right in the name. Fiber Smart. Do you know what it is? It's to what? Increase your what? Wow. Oil Smart. That's to increase the amount of what? Oils you've got. Digest more. Increases your what? These are excellent names. Do you understand? Because they tell you in 2 words exactly what it is. Good or good? Does yours? It needs to. 2 words, 3, whatever it is. You need to let people know, boom, what you do. Or it evokes an image or a brand of your position. Federal Express, First Union, Reliable Carpet Cleaners, Geek Computer Repairs. Okay, what does a carpet cleaner want to be? Reliable. You want them to be reliable, yes or yes? A bank, what do you want? First Union. Oh, it's not Jose's Bank and Mortgage. Nobody's going to put their money in Jose's Bank and Mortgage. It could be the most beautiful, it could be the Empire State, it could be the most beautiful 7-star building. And it says Jose's Bank and Mortgage, and not one customer will put a dime in there. True or true? But it could be like a little place as long as it's clean. First Federal Union. Ooh, that sounds safe. Let's put it in there. Yes or yes? So does your name evoke the image you want? Geek Computer Repairs. What's it called? The Geek Squad, right? Does that evoke the image they want? Yes. Who do you want working on your computer? You want a geek. When you want a geek, and now. Yes or yes? Perfect. And you know they're one of the fastest growing companies in the world. Did you know that? The Geek Squad? 90% of it, I listened to an interview with the owner, 90% of it he felt was the power of their name right away. People want a geek. Good or good? Fred's Computer Consulting. Nobody's interested. Right? Okay. So it has to convey your message and it has to be attractive. Now, once you have the name, the next thing you need is a what? A tagline. Yes or yes? The tagline is what comes underneath the name of sorts. And it's generally what? A more detailed what? Description. Thank you. Description of what you provide or the benefit or the USP. Don't just have a cutesy tagline. Why waste the words? Why waste the space? Have a tagline that shows the benefit to that customer. Have the tagline that shows your USP right up front. Yes or yes? That's your tagline. When I had my fitness stores, Fitnessland, fast fitness in the convenience of your own home. I'll say it again. Fast fitness in the convenience of your own home. Any benefits there? Yes or yes? The whole thing. Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. Mastering the inner game of wealth tells you what it's about.